Hello beautiful Pisces, welcome back to Intuitive Energies. My name is Jane and I do readings for the Pisces Collective. Right, and yeah, I would like to thank you to everybody who comes here, who watches, who listens, who's been with me here all year, who's just arrived, who donates to the channel on my donation link, who has become a patron on Patreon through the year. I think you're all fantastic, and I enjoy every moment of it. This is the best job in the world. Now, this is Jane. This is me. Don't I look pretty? You've always wanted to know what I look like, right? Look at this. The eyes are a little bit different directions, but that's okay. You know, I feel pretty, and that's the only thing that matters here. Okay, big hearts. See, my ears have hearts, and this is my beautiful partner. See, he has little devil horns and one eye. He's so sexy. I love him so much. Anyway, Pisces, I wanted to show you these because I made these quite a while ago and found them somewhere, and decided to prominently place them on this this desk this Christmas and show you the family picture. See? Isn't that pretty? Okay, so anyway, Pisces, we're going to get right to the reading because, of course, this was very important to tell you, right? In a tarot reading, yes. It could not be passed by without being shown, right? Inquiring minds need to know. All right, Pisces. You're gorgeous, you're beautiful, and I need these two cards. So I'm going to take those, and we're going to look at these. This says, I claim my desires, I hold great visions, I am ready to receive. And this one, I will not attempt to control others' experiences. Number 48, which comes to 12, 3, 3, 6, 9. I was like 3, because the beginning. Rather than trying to control the experiences of all others, which you cannot do no matter how hard you try. Instead, intend to control your own participation within those experiences, and by setting forth your clear image of the life you want to live, you will be guided in every moment toward a smooth and pleasant path for yourself. Okay? Right. Okay, so what I see here is, first of all, this beautiful peacock feather. We had the peacocks yesterday, and then beautiful images of people holding a light. One of her, she had the great big peacock feathers. If you haven't seen it, go see that. And that's just saying, Pisces, that you are finally being center stage of your own life. I like that. The second card with the butterfly is, I feel that's other people looking at you transform. See how big you are? This is you, okay? This is them, this is you. You're like, oh my God. Okay? The perception was maybe a small little butterfly, but now you are immense and beautiful. And in that beauty, you are shining through. What Spirit's been telling me is that what we do as Pisces, as empaths, which is normal, is that we want to embrace our environment and we want to help that environment grow. But sometimes that means that we get involved with people and we try to fix them so that the environment stays and retains that beautiful, ethereal, magical feeling to it. And that involves trying to fix other people's problems and always trying a little bit to control so that things go back to feeling okay. Now, the people in our lives, we can't really blame them, because if we're always trying to help or control their situation, they get used to letting us take over, or they get used to coming over and dropping that energy into our lap because we've done it so many times. So we can't really blame other people to having been part of that. So this is changing for us. So you have to understand that sometimes they're not going to always like having stuff drop back into their laps, because now the dynamic has changed. But the dynamic really needs to change right now, Pisces. It needs to go in this. You need to be the peacock. You need to have your own energy, and you need for people to do their own things. So Be mindful that it may take them a bit to readjust to that, but what's going to come out of it is something really gorgeous and beautiful. Communication is key. So if at one point you see they start feeling a little bit standoffish and they feel like they've been abandoned by you, it's important for you to explain to them that you're going through this transformation, okay? If that relationship is important to you, I'm going to use the Nordic Tarot, and we're just gonna go. We're gonna pull some cards here. Okay, so I'm going to put that. Look at you, you're so beautiful. You're so attractive right now, okay? I'm trying to get the rocks to hold the card and it doesn't want to. It doesn't want to. Let's push that aside. I want to put them like here. Yeah, I know. I'm being a little deliberate today, Pisces. I feel like this sometimes. I feel like just taking my time with things, you know? It's not my usual, but I have to say my last year here has been nothing usual. I'm very unusual, and I'm really tapping into my gypsy side, and I feel that feels really good. Feels really good. Okay, so I'm going to pull the clarity spread like I've been doing, because that was a gift. Right when I began, they were telling me, this rose this rose that rose this. So I'm going to pull the cards. You have the Seven of Wands. You have the Seven of Cups. Ooh, I think we're going to be sevening today. Feels like it, doesn't it? Okay, two more. The Temperance card and the Hermit. This makes complete sense, okay, with what I was talking about. So this may be relationships that you're going to be tapping back into. People that that are close to you, okay? If you're alone, Pisces, this could be co-workers. It could be anybody, okay? We usually have some kind of give and take with people that we know. You may be reconnecting with people after a long time these holidays. Please stay safe. Please still be careful. It's not a, I know a lot of people have gone, oh, you know, I'm vaccinated, everything's good, and just be careful, okay? Because all of this is not truly tested or for sure. We don't know the long term of anything. So just be very careful, okay? So, little public announcements from Jane. Please be careful. She doesn't want to lose anybody. Okay. All right. So Seven of Wands. You have the Defense card. Seven of Cups. You have the Choice cards. The Temperance card for harmony, and the Hermit card is Wisdom. So this is a beautiful row. This is the row. The Defense card. This is you going to have to meet up with these challenges of what I'm talking about. These people. Okay. There's going to be different choices, and you're going to be making different choices now. Okay, and some people are going to feel defensive from your choices. This is what I was talking about. They're going to feel a little bit left out. But what's important is to find a balance, that temperance. So that's what I'm talking about. Communicate, okay? The best way to bring balance and have patience, because this is also the patience card. Be patient with people that you've treated a certain way. They're not used to you changing, okay? Remember what I keep telling you. It's not they're wrong and you're right and they're wrong. I just said the same thing twice again, didn't I? I keep doing that. Why is that? That must be a thing. I have to stop doing that. Okay, so the thing with this is that you have to have patience with them, okay? It's not, when people are used to something, they're used to something. If you suddenly decide overnight to be a different person, it's very hard for people to adapt to that. They love the person you've been showing them, okay? Some of you may think, yeah, but it's because it was beneficial to them. Absolutely. Absolutely. But we feel the same of people when we meet people who are beneficial to us, and if they suddenly start changing, is that the only thing? Was there only one thing that was really beneficial to us, and now we're feeling left out or put aside? Okay, so remember, be patient, be balanced. Try to, take a step back in moderation and see where this is going. You might have to come up with a compromise, and that's also the card of compromising. The Hermit is that go inside, really go inside when these things happen, and let it sit with you and grab the wisdom that you can from it. And the biggest wisdom is exactly what I tell you, to see things from their point of view. Okay, and we can do that, Pisces. We have a lot of choices, and it doesn't mean that you have to say, okay, well, I can't do that now because it's going to make you mad. No, it's how to reach a compromise. How there's different ways of doing it, okay? So rise to the challenge. Pick a different way of doing it. Compromise, a little bit of patience, a little bit of give and take, and you can still be beautiful with your peacock. Let them really see you for who you are. Guaranteed that if they're on your side, if they really love you for who you are, Pisces, they will rise up and meet this challenge with you. If they're not, then it's time to part ways, okay? Because they're not going to fit in your big picture. But this is all wisdom. This is all about what you need to be doing for yourself. It's not all me, and it's not all them. It's about a dance between two people, okay? We've forgotten in this world, there's so many broken relationships because people, as soon as they can't tolerate each other, they split. There's no more compromising, there's no meeting in the middle, and that's what I keep talking about all the time. That pendulum swing, okay? I am completely in love with you, or I am completely out of love with you. And in the middle is the beauty of everything. But because you're swinging the pendulum so much on each side, and you're not even looking at anything in the middle, you're missing the meal, the Christmas meal, okay? Okay. So I'm going to pull some in the middle. Okay. Another 7. 7 of Pentacles. Yes. And it being here is perfect. Okay. Because the 7 is that challenge and then the choices. So you have to assess. This is having faith. I like that. They put faith. Have faith that things will work out. Okay? Have faith that you can find a solution to this problem. So it's really assessing. It's having patience. Again, this is the card of patience. It's coming in. Patience, Pisces. Patience, okay? I turned it around because my deck was in reverse again. This is still happening. I'm still shuffling in reverse. I don't really know why. The 8 of Wands. Communication. What did I just say? Communicate. Communicate with them. Absolutely. Okay. And then clarity. Perfect. This is like, this can't be more perfect. All right. So the 7 of Pentacles, assessing. Okay. The middle row is this you. This is you. This is what makes up you. And it's a beautiful you, Pisces. Okay. I love what makes your insides. Because you're the one who always looking for clarity. Always looking for that communication and having faith that things are going to work out. This is beautiful. This is absolutely who you are. So I've no doubt right now, as I'm posting this, as I'm doing this, that you will look to save what matters to you in relationships with people. You will see their point of view. You will shine and just let your beautiful feathers come out. Okay? Just doing that, though, Pisces, you can attract them. You can get them half the way to you. You can attract them to you. They will come to you by showing just how beautiful you are, okay? By claiming your desires, by having your visions. but you need to be clearly communicating on what you're doing. Okay? It's like a lover playing lovers games. If you're a clear communicator to your lover and you tell him, I want this from you. Okay? I want to share this with you. I want to experience these things with you. If you don't say, some of these things can come off as manipulations or lovers games that end up wounding a lover, because there's different games that you can play with somebody, but when they know where it's coming from, they can be part of the game with you instead of feeling like they're being dragged through it. Okay? So what's the key to that? Communicating those needs and wants. Okay? Very important. It makes it from a very beautiful, great experience between two people to one that ends up depleting a relationship. Some of these things, you know, it's sad. It's some of these things people think that it takes away from the experience, but I don't think so. I think that it adds spice to it, because if you communicate to a partner what you want from them, then you're able to let them bring in their own little spontaneity and their own gameplay to it. Okay? Instead of being completely in the dark, one partner being completely in the dark and wondering what's going on, especially if the games get heated, it's very odd for them. It can be a very weird experience. Okay? People are not mind readers, but they can be energy readers. And if you communicate to them that your energy is going to be, you know, doing this, they'll wholeheartedly get involved with you. So, just a little tip, okay? Jane's little tips. So, yes, this was dealing with relationships, because this really applies. This is the dynamic between people. It's the sharing of energy. So you have to, if you plan to be the most beautiful peacock in the room, you're going to have to start acting like it. You're going to have to take the foot forward and bring in that communication. Okay? All right, so let's go. What's the message from Spirit? Let's see what Spirit has to say here. Have courage, Pisces. I like that one. Okay. King of Swords, right. Mastermind of thought. Mastermind of communication, too. So, tapping into your personal power, okay, and communicating what you want, okay. This is the structure. So, courage and structure are the key words at the bottom. I really like that. Spirit is saying, grab that courage from inside of yourself and really communicate like a master that you are. And give your life a structure that you really want, okay? Put it out there. I'm not saying you have to explain it to somebody who doesn't understand. Because I understand that there's people who click with you and there's people who do not. Trust me, the people who want to be near you, they're going to click really well. You'll see it. It won't be that hard to do. You won't have to give them huge cues. You won't have to do much with them when you communicate with them, but they will pick up. And some people are really fast learners when it comes to us Pisces, because we're already open energetically to them. Okay, so it's the difference between fun and manipulation, a great new adventure, or something that you're trying to survive. Okay, so that's really what they're talking about here. Bring a little structure, a little bit of, mastermind type deal, and you can get your bits and pieces all kind of, with the Eight of Wands, all kind of your ducks in a row, and then things will start moving smoothly. Okay? Every time you step into your life, it's just going to be a joy to step into it, because the people who surround you are people who get you. Okay? And I'm not talking about just people who are romantically involved with you, just people who are your people, okay? Okay. So, at the end of this, you have the Nine of Swords, right? The reason for this reading, I'm going to pull another card, but what I'm getting is that some of you here were wondering, how do I do this? How do I change myself without having people completely abandon me, right? Right. The Four of Swords, Recuperation. We've been getting that a lot. So for me, all I see is somebody in bed worrying about things, and then somebody sleeping. So I feel that with these two cards, it is telling me that some of you have been kind of not looking forward to these things, having to deal with these things, having to talk to people, having to re-engage with energies, making your point clear, because it's easy to sit sometimes and reinvent ourselves, okay? But then we have to represent ourselves to the world or the people around us. We have to, you know, kind of shift them in the direction that we are moving, or present them with the person we've become, and that's not always easy. It brings a lot of conflict, okay? This is it, conflict. So it is also saying that get a lot of rest, Pisces. Don't worry too much about it. Some of it will work, some of it might not, okay? But that is part of life. It is just part of life. The Five of Swords is that I always see the people walking away. Somebody's a winner, somebody's a loser. I want you to consider yourself a winner in this case, regardless of people walking in, staying in your life, or walking out of your life. Ultimately, the goal is to invite them in to the new you, okay? But you have to nurture yourself. You have to nurture yourself. And like they said, I can't control others' experiences or others' views of me. Sometimes there's just nothing there. Some people in your life are there to be there forever. They had their time, and then they're not there anymore. It's just the way it is, okay? They were here to teach you maybe of who you were not supposed to be and who you really wanted to be. And some will stay, okay? Trust me, everything is as it should be, Pisces. Don't try to throw yourself too much in the conflicting energies of this. I know it's easier said than done. I know people say this and you go, yeah, right. You know, you haven't met, you know, my brother, my father, my sister, etc. But it's important to remember that you also have to be you. You cannot be living your life for other people. You can't be living your life for how other people want you to live your life as well. It's time to regain your control. It's time to regain your life. It's time to claim your desires and to hold on to your visions and to receive them. While you're dealing with these energies that you're butting heads with, it's all against the ebb and flow of trying to make these things manifest. Okay? So this is important for that reason as well. All right, Pisces, I'm going to let you go with this. I'm going to do the extended later on. I thank you so much for being here. I'm sending lots of love, light, and take care, Pisces.